Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. What's going on, freaks? Yeah, I was just on, did a members only live stream a few minutes ago. And now, not a few minutes ago, like an hour ago or so. And now we're over here. Unfortunately, I used up one of my notifications. Right now we have almost everybody in here is not a channel member, which is good, but where are the channel members and the moderators, etc.? We have 0. General sorrow. Yeah, so an American Idol producer was killed. It sounds like they arrested a person already. So it sounds like somebody was in the house and they came home and then the person just blew him away. I mean, what a joke. Welcome, Greg King 8892. Is there something else going on right now that it's even possible to only have 76 people here? I don't know. I don't know, man. I have a glitch every single night, I guess. Really weird. Anyways, the new thing, right? See the crowns on people's names, like General Sorrow has a number 2, etc. Well, I looked it up, and it says that in YouTube live stream, crowns and XP points are part of a feature designed to recognize and reward viewer engagement. Here's how they work. XP points, viewers earn these points by actively participating in a live stream. Yeah, I always tell you guys, hello, anybody there? The more points, the more you engage, the more points you accumulate. And then the crown icon, this icon at the top of the live chat displays the cumulative XP points you've earned during the specific live stream. Leaderboard, clicking on the crown icon takes you to a leaderboard that shows the top 50 most engaged viewers in the stream, ranking by their total XP points. Ways to earn XP. You can earn XP points by sending the live chat messages, sending super chats. There you go, everybody. Sending super stickers, and sending gifts. I don't know if only available in the US for vertical live streams. Okay, for vertical live streams. We don't have that. Special recognition. The top 3 engaged viewers on the leaderboard receive a special badge next to their name in the live chat. There you go. In essence, the crowns and XP points are a way for YouTube to gamify viewer engagement and highlight the most active participants in a live stream. Well, there you go. Now we know what the hell that means. All right. And I heard you really boost your score up with super chats, though. You send a super chat, and oh my God, you're. Maybe what we'll do is at the end of the show, I'll spin for, winning a notebook or something. Maybe the notebook and a stress ball, something like that. All right, so let's try to see what happens. I guess if you click on one of the names, like right now. I don't know if it's from the last stream too. Not sure how it actually works. Looks like some people from the previous screen or show are still up on there. All right, thanks, Paul. There you go. Look at that. Now, what does that do for you? Do you get bonus points for that? Type something in, Paul. Let's see. Let's see if I go up here. Oh, look at that. Paul Ayers is first. Yeah, look at that, huh? Boom. He's right at the top there with 500 points. Very cool. Yeah, you do have one. Yeah, I can see him. Yeah. For some reason, you can't see them. Not sure why. Yeah, my channel doesn't give out notifications to anybody. Okay, I don't know if YouTube has some sort of rogue actor behind the scenes that are doing crazy things. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I have 161,000 subscribers, and literally when I look at a video, it says in the stats, like 0.2% were from subscriber notifications. I mean, it's just insane. I have to get lucky where people go, "Ooh, look at this video! Hey, everybody, have you seen this?" It's crazy. And right now we only have 104 people here, which just shows you that YouTube is, doing something a little strange. I mean, we're talking about. So if you have 161,000 and then you only have 100 people there, and there's 10 times that in just 1,000. You're looking at like 11, I mean, just the smallest percentage. It's crazy. Yeah, well, maybe a few people get them. All right, anyways, there's American Idol producer. I mean, we can take a look at this. Now, let me get this off the screen. Let's see, American Idol producer and her husband shot dead in brutal double homicide in Encino. Robin Kay, an award-winning producer. I was able to find the house, even though their address is not in the search sites. Was found dead alongside her husband at the couple's $4.5 million Encino home. A bloody double homicide at in a $4.5 million Encino house. I bet every house in Encino, at least in this area, is over $1 million, probably $2 million. Took the lives of a supervisor for American Idol and her husband, Thomas DeLuca, in what looks like a home invasion. Robin Kay, an award-winning music supervisor for the hit competition show, was found slaughtered along with their husband after an apparent break-in at their house in the upscale Encino neighborhood. Now, I said when we were doing the members-only live stream, I said it probably, there'd be security cameras all over the place. Officials say officers were called to the home on White Oak Place at about 2:30 p.m. Monday on a welfare check after the couple had not been seen for several days. Officers found both with fatal gunshot wounds to the head, and they were pronounced dead at the scene. I mean, isn't it almost like an oxymoron to say fatal gunshot wound to the head? It's like, I mean, people have survived, but it's really low odds. Let's see. Detectives from the LAPD Valley Bureau Homicide Division are investigating the deaths. Kay worked as the music supervisor for the singing competition American Idol for the last 15 seasons, or nearly 300 episodes per her IMDb page. Kay has racked up accolades and has been awarded several Guild of Music Supervisors awards for her work on the show. She also worked for other well-known shows including Lip Sync Battle, Hollywood Game Night, and Warren Stories. We are devastated to hear of Robin and her dear husband Tom's passing. An American Idol spokesperson said in a statement to Deadline. It says Deadline, not Dateline. Robin has been a cornerstone of the Idol family since 2009. All right, then we've got, let's see, a couple others. Let's see, yeah, right here. This is in the New York Post. And that's them right there. And by the way, when you're watching, you guys, if you want to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. My channel has donated $251,500 since January of 2020. And at the end of the month, I try to donate thousands of dollars to various true crime-related charities, including the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Texas EquiSearch, RAIN, and those are the three big ones that we donate to. Then we also have a scholarship fund that we've given out $6,000 2 years in a row to students, and then we're giving out $6,000 this year. We just have $1,000 more to go there. And we have a DNA fund, probably our biggest, most important thing that we do. We've identified, I think 6 or 7 people so far by funding Identifiers International for specific cases, and we've given them over $100,000 so far. I think we still got 15 in there. So if you guys have the ability to support the channel, that would be great. Yeah, but I just got 2,000 subscribers during one video that I just made. So where are those people? Yeah, that's not how it works. I mean, I know it works like that, but most of my subscribers are in the last 2 or 3 years. Most of them. So anyways, let me go down here. A boss on American Idol and her husband were executed in a suspected double murder inside their $4.5 million Los Angeles home. Robin Kay, an award-winning music supervisor for the hit competition show, was found slaughtered along with their musician husband, Thomas DeLuca, after an apparent break-in at their house in the upscale Encino neighborhood, a Los Angeles Police Department told TMZ. The couple's bodies were found during a welfare check Monday afternoon after they had not been heard from in 4 days, the LAPD said. Oh, I did. I knew. You know what? I was looking at it going, what did I do wrong? Something doesn't look right here. Idle. Like you're staying still. Oh, God. What an idiot. All right, thanks. I looked at it like 50 times to try to figure out, like, what doesn't seem right? And I just went, my brain didn't pick up on it. But I did fix the wording. Now I have to go up and fix the, so I'm going to have to wait a second. Ugh. So, thanks for letting me know. That's funny. Oh, man. Yeah, you're staying still. Supervisor, American, oh, well, at least I spelled it right here. All right, I didn't spell it right on my text because I typed it so fast. So at least I got it right there. All right. Let's see, there is no suspect information at that time. They've made an arrest, though, since then. Idle. That's funny. There's no suspect information at this time. LAF responded and pronounced the victims deceased. At the scene, the motive is unknown. The investigation is ongoing, the department told the Post. Kay and her DeLuca were found inside their Encino. Yeah, so that house there, I think that's the one I found. It's blurred out on Google Street View. Officer, the home was apparently not ransacked, pointing away from the possibility of a burglary. Huh, well, that doesn't make sense. Maybe he just got there. Aerial footage of the house from ABC 7 showed what looked like a smashed sliding glass door. The cops were called to the house on Tuesday after neighbors spotted a suspicious person hopping the fence, but officers found no evidence of foul play. No evidence of foul play, huh? American Idol music supervisor killed in double homicide. Alright, so that would have helped me if I'd seen that picture. Our law enforcement sources tell us Robin and Thomas were both shot in the head, and they were found in different rooms. I wonder if he chased one to the other. We're told cops are reviewing surveillance footage, didn't I say that? And no one is in custody. And as of now, this doesn't appear to be burglary because the home was not ransacked. Our sources say police found no signs of a break-in when they responded to the 911 call last week. And were told, oh, interesting, so this is last week. They've been in there for days. Jeez. Oh my God. So they saw no evidence of a break-in and just left. Wow, what a joke. And told LAPD helicopter flew over the house, but the suspect was not there when cops arrived. So there was apparently, like, last week, somebody jumped over, it was called in, there was gunshots. They went over and said, well, yeah, we don't see anything. Let's call it a day. And then nobody heard from these guys for a few days, so then they sent, went and did a welfare check probably, and there they were. Yeah, I know the headline's fixed. Yeah. The thumbnail was correct. I just typed it so fast I didn't see it. Is that okay, you guys? But you guys, let's see. It seems like there's no channel members here. Like one. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's just because they were just notified because I did a... But look at every single person in here is not a channel member. We're told cops are reviewing surveillance footage and no one is in custody. And as of now, this doesn't appear to be burglary because the home was not ransacked. Our sources say police found no signs of a break-in when they responded to the 911 call last week, and were told the LAPD helicopter flew over the house, but the suspect was not there when cops arrived. Robin Kay, an award-winning music supervisor on American Idol, was found dead inside her Los Angeles home, and TMZ has learned she and her husband Thomas DeLuca were the victims of a gruesome double murder. Our law enforcement sources tell us that the bodies of the couples were discovered Monday inside their home. So it would have been yesterday, right? We're told cops saw blood at the front entrance and then smashed a window to gain entry to the home, where they found Robin and Thomas suffering from possible gunshot wounds. They were both declared dead at the scene. So they weren't suffering from it, they were dead. Our sources say the incident is being investigated as a double homicide. It's when you say somebody's suffering from something, they're still alive, right? When you go, yeah, when I got there, they were suffering from a head injury. You don't say, wow, when I got there, they were suffering from head injuries, but they were both dead. I mean, that just doesn't, that's not correct. It's interesting, cops were previously called to the home Thursday last week. An unidentified suspect was seen trying to gain entry and may have been armed with a firearm. Neighbors say someone spotted a person hopping a fence and called police. Officers responded, but found no signs of forced entry and searched the property before leaving. It's unclear if this incident is related to the homicide. Really? During a welfare, it's unclear. I mean, just use common sense. Of course, it's probably the killer at the time. During a welfare check Monday, cops told neighbors family members had not heard from them in 4 days. Let's see. So, Monday, let's go back to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wow, look at that, it's 4 days. So, yeah, it is clear that the person jumping over the fence was the person who killed him, or at least part of a group, or if there was two people, we don't know. Sounds like there was just one. Robin worked as the music supervisor at Idol for the last 15 seasons, according to her IMDb page, and she won multiple Guild of Music Supervisors Award for her work on the show. She also served as music supervisor on Lip Sync Battle. Yeah, we already went through that. Alright. Let me just go to this other one here really quick. This is before the arrest. See if there's anything different. I guess that's the house there. I mean, I wish I had seen that. See, I didn't get to see that one. I didn't see any of these beforehand. So it was kind of like I just saw this really, well, I just went down to Street View, and the 4700 block where they mention is over here. But I always like to say, well, if this is 4700 block, that means it includes all the way up to 4800. So 4800 ends over here. So that means it could be from here all the way around. And then what I used was there was a guard standing in front of the house, and I used telephone pole. I think it's in this one here. Hold on. Yeah, see this guy? This is a picture I use. That's because I just happened to be looking at this article, and I was thinking, where is this one? So on that street, I went down, and I think it was, first I started off right over here, because I was looking for a long straightaway, and then I was looking at the, see right up in there, the telephone poles there, and then the wire actually cuts off to the left there. So then I could see it. When I was right there, I could see that the wire's cut off to the left, so I knew I was in the right spot. And then I was like, oh, hell, this one's blurry. But when I was looking at this picture of the cop right here, I could see him standing on, there's a little sidewalk there, and the driveway goes right to the ground, and the white building, and then like these plants right there, and that really looked like pretty much exactly, I'm not sure if it was from right back here where I was looking at it, but you could see it had the same look, so I assumed it was right here, and it looks like that's exactly where it is on the, and well, especially if you go up to up in the air on the 306, the 3D view of it. But hey, guys, if you're out there watching, is there any chance you guys could help support the channel tonight? We're still currently at 125th. No gifted channel memberships. What a great night that would be to gift channel memberships to all these people up here that aren't channel members. That would be awesome. So this is where they lived, in this house right there. I mean, look at this neighborhood. I mean, every house in here is over $1 million. I mean, probably $2 million would be the cheapest. They're all big, and I mean, that's bigger, so I would say these other ones are like $2.5 million, $3 million, but this is the house right there. There's a pool back here, and let's see what this says. American Idol executive husband were killed in Encino. Is that the one? I think it was this one. Yeah, so that's the one. The slayings of American Idol music supervisor Robin Kay and her rock musician husband Tom DeLuca in their Encino home may have happened days before their bodies were discovered Monday afternoon, Los Angeles police say. I know, it's $4.5 million. I just said that. Why do these people do this? Yeah. I was talking about the other homes. It says right on the screen, $4.5 million. We've gone over it already. The couple are believed to have been killed after walking in on a burglary suspect inside their $4.5 million Encino home on July 10th, according to the LA Police Department. Okay. Well, thanks, Sandy. Appreciate it. Going for a wave. She's going for a wave. It was discovered that a prior radio call had been generated for a possible burglary suspect at the residence on July 10th at around 4 p.m. The suspect is believed to have entered the home, which is heavily secured with a large wall and security cameras, through an unlocked door, police said. After the couple returned home, a confrontation ensued, which resulted in the suspect taking their lives. You mean killing them. The couple, I mean, what's all this weird PC, unalived? I mean, I'm almost surprised that these articles aren't saying unalived them, you know? The couple, whose bodies were found in separate rooms, according to the sources, were shot multiple times, police said. The suspect then fled on foot. I mean, probably when people saw him jumping over a fence, this might be like when he was leaving. Budarian was apprehended Tuesday without incident. So that's his name. It's the homicide investigation identified the suspect as Raymond Budarian. B-O-O. I mean, I don't know if he's... Oh, hell, maybe he's got a Facebook page. Let's see. He didn't... I couldn't find him on Ben Verified. That name doesn't even exist on there. Works at NBA. Raymond. There are some Raymond Budarians. There's two of them. Or one, actually. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I mean, how many people would have that name? That's crazy. This is from... Oh, that could be him, actually. I mean, this kid here, this is 2013 profile created. And they say he's 22. That means he'd only be about 10 in that picture, or 9. I don't think that makes sense. I don't know, it's pretty old though. I mean, how many Raymond Budarians are there? I mean, Budarian isn't even a common name. Budarian was apprehended Tuesday without incident by LAPD and FBI officers, law enforcement sources said. The killings appear to be random, the sources said, but investigators were looking for any connection between the suspect and DeLuca and Kay, and whether Budarian was involved in any past calls for service at the White Oak Avenue residence. Officers responded Monday around 2:30 p.m. to a welfare check in the 4700 block of White Oak Avenue, where they discovered two people inside the home. Los Angeles Police Department, Megan Aguilar said early Tuesday. Paramedics responded and declared them dead at the scene. Kay and DeLuca, the owners of the home, were both 70. In a statement shared with the Times on Tuesday, a spokesperson for American Idol said the team behind the singing competition was devastated by news of the couple's death and remembered Kay as a cornerstone. Let me see. Just want to see if she was even in Ben Verified. At that age, maybe. K. Robin K. Robin K. And 70, right? Right. There's one, a 70. That one says California, LA even. There's another. Okay, let me try that one. That's the only one that it could be. Let me see what the address is. No, yeah, that person moved all over the place. No, but it's not it. Man, he's not in there either. So that's where it is, right there. This one account looks like it could be him on Facebook. I'll put it in this folder over here, but it does seem like it's possible. Because this kid looks like he might be 10. I don't know, like, where they live. If it lives in California, I'd think, okay. But, don't know. And the pictures are from 11 years ago. I guess if he was, like, 12 and it was 11, 10, or if he was 11 and it was 11 years ago, or if he was 9 and, yeah, so if he was 13 years ago, he'd be 11 at the time. No, wait, you have to be 11 and 11, so I don't know. He's 22 years old. It's American name. There's a lot of Armenian name. There's lots of Armenian in the radio business. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if, that name isn't common at all, though. A couple whose bodies were found. Okay, anyways, I mean, I don't know what you guys, what do you guys think happened here? I mean, he just was breaking in, and I mean, I'm sure it's this. I think on Thursday they were killed, and whenever that was when he broke in, that's when it happened. But why was he there? I mean, this seems like a crazy neighborhood to try to get into and break into homes. I mean, who doesn't have a security camera here? I mean, this is like right in the heart of $1 million homes. Just seems weird, and there's no, doesn't look like anybody broke in. Was he just kind of waiting for them, and then they opened their door, and he sort of like pulled a gun out and like forced them into the house? Something like that. Thanks, Kimberly, on the PayPal. Okay. Any thoughts? I mean, right now it doesn't seem like there's much. Let me go check it out now. American Idol producer. Doesn't look like there's anything newer than what I have. And there's an ABC News. Let me try this one. Yeah, that's the house. See, there he is. Hey, thanks Greg King for helping support the channel. And Timothy Kane for the coffee. Let's see if there's anything different in there. I guess there's no, they don't, it's not really an article. Well, maybe, let's see. No, it's not an article. There you go. Arrest made. Okay, there now. CBS says there's an arrest made. Let's see what they. Is it just a video? Yeah, I can't play their videos. Just play them. Victim of Encino double homicide or American Idol. All right. Well, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got on that one. I mean, if you guys have any other information, I don't even. They don't have where the guy lived or anything. It's nowhere. I mean, I was wondering if he was like trying to be a contestant at one time and got angry or something like that. Iced tea. Yeah, he may have targeted them. I mean, but who for? Why? I mean, why was he? What he did, he got. Oh, this is Ted Bundy here. Thanks, Ted Bundy. Yeah, Ted Bundy is sending me super chats with different names. Or coffees, I mean. You think it's targeted, huh? I mean, maybe there's somebody else that sort of contracted him to go do this. But, I mean, why was it so... I mean, it's so idiotic almost. He must not even had a mask on or anything, and he's on surveillance footage, and they could tell who he was. I mean, obviously that's how they figured out who he was, just by looking at footage and go, oh yeah, we know that. Like, he's probably somebody that has a criminal history or somebody that's been dealing with cops for a while. And thanks, Kimberly Lancaster. He was from Reseda. Yeah. Well, that said in one article that he was from the same place. Let's see. Let me try it. Man arrested. And that person is Raymond Budarian. And you're saying Reseda. Well, yeah, you know, well, the thing is even without anything, you type in Raymond Budarian on Ben Verified just with no filters, and there's nobody. So that's why I think this guy on Facebook likely is him, because the Facebook is from 2013 and he's 22 years old, and the kid in the images looks like he could be 9 or 10, you know, 9 or 10, something like that. So that could be him for sure. I just don't know. They interrupted him burglary. Yeah, maybe. He didn't break into the house though. They had found nothing missing. Nothing. So we don't know what he was doing. Yeah, that's what a theory they have is. But I mean, how do you know that? You have 2 dead people and there's nothing missing, nothing ransacked. And so how do you know what he was doing there? Okay? You can't just assume he went in there, oh yeah, he was going to steal something and then he shot them all. Wouldn't he have grabbed a couple items or something on the way out? He didn't do anything. He didn't ransack. Doesn't look like he took anything. Maybe he took a wallet and we don't know. They just aren't saying it. Yeah, we can't say that a burglary was interrupted. Yeah, it'd be great if you guys could buy some memberships for these people who don't have them. This is one of those nights where it would work. So most of the articles aren't even talking about an arrest made. I guess that's a YouTube MBCOA. Suspect was seen trying to break in. Yeah. Well, Ted Bundy this time just supported you. Alright, see, there you go. See, I told you. Yeah, I mean, it's really crazy to a neighborhood like that, and it's, you know, it's not like it's right off the highway. You have to kind of drive up here. It is close to this main road, I guess. I mean, if we were down here like this, looking at the ground, you know, you'd be driving. I mean, did you have a getaway car parked somewhere, and then you go down this street? And it's right there inside of that house. Just seems kind of like, what are the odds? Also, I mean, it's interesting that it's like a high-profile person in that industry. But you might imagine that, like, almost every house here belongs to somebody who's high-profile, because they're all millions and millions of dollars. So, I mean, I guess every single person here would have a story. Oh yeah, he's the executive of Coca-Cola Company. Oh yeah, that guy is you know, every single one of these houses. There isn't somebody over in one of these buildings that say that they're a sanitation engineer. Okay. Gray, what are you saying? Look at that house. That's a big one. Much bigger than that. That's probably a $6 million. If that one, well, does that continue? That's a different house. So that house right here is $4.5 million, and that means that one house we were just looking at is probably like this one. That's probably 8. Let's see what happens if we go to Google Maps up here. Nah. Why did Google Maps throw me off like that? Put me way out of that. It doesn't even have it. It's not even close to the same area on Google Maps. That's crazy. I mean, if I go in really close like that, what would happen? It's just crazy. It's not even close. Wait, am I flipped around? Oh, there you go. That's what the deal was. Oh, jeez. That's crazy. Alright, now it makes sense. Yeah, so that house address is... Well, believe it or not, it doesn't. That's the only one there, unless that's still part of the house. I mean, I guess that could still be. That maybe is it connected to this other one? Right here? Because that house there doesn't have an address on Google Maps. Isn't that weird? Like this one is 4777. This one is 4785. This one right here is 4743. But there's nothing in there. You know what? I think that they did that intentionally. That's right. Because it's blurred out, and that probably is the reason why there's no address associated with that on there. Gifted, thank you. Yeah. Well, that's it, you guys. I don't have any random theories to throw out at you. I could try to come up with wilder and wilder theories, and hopefully land on something. But this right now, all we know is that a guy appears. I mean, well, I guess one thing we don't know is, were they already home and then he went through an unlocked door and then he shot him in there? We don't know what was first or second, right? Like, we don't know if he was there first and they walked in on him, or they were in the home and he came through a door and killed him, right? I mean, how do we know that for certain? They probably do because they have surveillance footage. Welcome, or thanks, H-Doc, for gifting a membership there. Very cool. I think he was waiting for them in the house. Yeah, could have. Definitely could have been. Congrats, Millennial has who? Okay, well, answer him, Sandy. I don't even know what you're saying. Congrats. Oh, that's their name. Congrats, Millennial has question. Oh my God. I think you need to change that name. First thing you need to do, Millennial has questions, is change your name. That's really a ludicrous name that you got there. All right. It's just, every time you say it, it's going to be confusing. My God. Okay, just do me a favor and get rid of that. Just change it to Millennial. I don't even know what to put after that. Millennial, I thought the earth would end. How about that? Those homes are so close. I know. Well, that's what's weird. It's like, it seems strange that somebody would think to break into a home that's so well. I mean, who is this guy? You know, we don't have any idea. What happens if we type his name? Let me look. Hold on. I mean, does he show up anywhere at all? Maybe I could try this old software that I got. His name is Raymond Budarian. Let's see. Oh, God. Yeah, it's just... Is it going to do it? No. No, I can't log into that site right now. Let me just type in his name here. Who is Raymond Budarian? Suspect in... So let's see what they say in Hindustan Times. Raymond Budarian was identified as a suspect in the shooting of the American Idol music supervisor and her husband in Los Angeles. Raymond Budarian was identified as a suspect in the shooting of the American Idol music supervisor and her husband in Los Angeles. Robin Kay and Thomas DeLuca, were both 70, were found at around 2:30 p.m. local time on Monday after officers were called to their home in Encino. Police on a welfare call, that's what I was saying, that's why they were there, found blood on the front door. Budarian was arrested on Tuesday. He is 22 years old and is also from Encino. See, a minute ago somebody said he was from somewhere else. We are devastated to hear Robin and her dear husband, Tom, passing, a spokesperson for American Idol said. Okay, but who is he? Budarian, 22, is from Encino, Los Angeles, near the victim's home on White Oak Avenue. Authorities believe he had no prior relationship with Kay or DeLuca. Budarian allegedly entered the couple's 6-bedroom home through an unlocked door while it was unoccupied, as per local media. Yeah, so he was there first. He unlocked the door, and the couple came home. So this, now we have the answer. He unlocked the door. Well, how did he unlock the door? You just said it was unlocked. Budarian, 22, from Encino, Los Angeles, near the victim's home on White Avenue. Authorities believe he had no prior connection. Budarian allegedly entered the couple's 6-bedroom home through an unlocked door while it was unoccupied, as per local media. He unlocked the door, and the couple came home. What? What are you talking about? He came through an unlocked door while it was unoccupied. And then a minute it says he unlocked the door and the couple came home when he was there. You mean it was still unlocked, you mean? I mean, what do you mean he unlocked the door? He unlocked the door and the couple came home when he was there. Officers, as per NBC News, confirmed there was a confrontation and the suspect shot both victims multiple times. Yeah, one of them probably tried to run from the other because they were in different rooms. It is unclear if Budarian is facing charges at the moment. Yeah, why would he be? I mean, I would just, let him go on the streets. I mean, we don't know if he's going to be charged with anything. Jesus. We do not know if he has an attorney. On July 10th, neighbors reported possible armed suspect hopping the fence. Well, it's the same person because that's the day they quit communicating with other people. Leading to 2 LAPD officers for potential. Good job, LAPD, on that one. You really stepped it up, really did some really diligent digging in at that time. Who were Rob and Kay? They were, we know who they were. All right, let's go over here. I mean, let me just see if he shows up somehow. If we try to get rid of this. Oh, there we go. How about like 2013 to 2024? And there's the, see, that Facebook page is the one that popped up. It's like a kid, So I'm not saying this is him. I'm just saying that this page popped up right here. See this? But this is 2013. So if you make it 12 years later, maybe the person's 22 years old, right? Don't know. But that's the name that comes up. Los Angeles County Superior Court. Here's one right here. I just saw him in there. Any chance we can get rid of these massive lulls in here tonight, you guys? Be great to try to reach the goal tonight. Club 360 versus Raymond Budarian, Los Angeles County Superior Court, Van Nuys. What is this thing? Small claims lawsuit against Raymond Budarian. This case was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court, Van Nuys Courthouse East, located in California. The judge overseeing the case is Richard Walmart. The case status is closed. I wonder what that was about. But that's obviously him. And look at this, Tokyo Olympic records. And then to capitalize, they threw that in there on an old article. Look they did it here too. That's like this technique these guys do. Yeah, so he only showed up in these two things, really, right here. Not any of these. I mean, maybe we can change the... make that 2020. But he'd only be like 16 or something. Yeah, it's like how they snuck it in on all these other... Man, that's crazy. But yeah. I don't know. He does. I think that is his Facebook page. It's the only reference to him out there. Yeah, I don't know. These are the names that... Your @ names. They took away the ability for people to come up with... I mean, I guess you can go in and change it. But, yeah. Arrest me. Yeah, we know that. Has this got anything new in it? Somebody just sent me this. An arrest has been made in the deadly shooting of a longtime award-winning American Idol music supervisor and her husband in their multi-million-dollar home in Encino. In a statement provided to ABC on Tuesday afternoon, a spokesperson for the ABC singing competition said, "We are devastated to hear of Robin and her husband." Right, okay. Officer responded to a request for a welfare check at the home on White Oak Avenue around 2:30 p.m. Monday, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. That's when they found the two victims with multiple gunshot wounds. The suspect was identified as 22-year-old Raymond Budarian of Reseda. So this now says Reseda. The other one said the other place. Detectives believe he had no relationship to the victims. He was allegedly burglarizing the residence, but it wasn't ransacked and nothing was missing. While the couple came home, and he shot and killed them during a struggle. Now, sources tell ABC News that there is no evidence he is related to any burglary ring and was not working with anyone else. They believe it was an isolated event. See, that's where it makes it a little weird, that, you know, sort of a different type of all right, well, he didn't ransack anything. I mean, are we absolutely certain he was just in the middle of robbing and they came in? Do you really think that? Police say the suspect has no history of burglary, but he does have a criminal record. Lieutenant Guy Gulen said Budarian was identified using surveillance video from outside of the residence and some other forensic evidence found at the scene. He was arrested around 3 p.m. Tuesday at his home. Oh, there you go. On Van Nuwen Street. Let's see where that is. Van Nuwen Street, North Hollywood. That says Encino. So when they say Reseda, I mean, what's that mean, really? Because, no, that's not what I meant. Where'd that go? Van Nuwen Street. So that's Van Nuwen Street. And then if you go Reseda. Okay. So maybe, I mean, it's not far away. I'm not sure when they, because Encino's right there. Maybe it's just sort of, I mean, is there a difference between Reseda and, I mean, is one like a town? Not really sure how that works. Not sure what's happening here. Hey, thanks, Tammy. Appreciate it. Thought you guys forgot about me tonight. Been unreal again. Let's see. Yeah, so he lives over here somewhere, out here on Vanowen Street. They didn't give his address, but you know, he just he decided to drive over there and just randomly check different homes. I mean, it just seems so risky to do, you know. Yeah, no, I know it's a street name. We know what it was. It was a street name. Yeah, we know. We got it. I just showed it was right next door to, and you spelled it wrong. It's not Encinitas. Let's see. Right. There you go. It's not a burrito or something you eat. Yeah, well, one article said he lives in Encino, because like here in Portland we have these little places like Multnomah Village or Hillsdale, but it's actually in Portland, right? So I'm wondering if like Encina is different than saying Reseda. You know, like there's a Reseda, like a little tiny, you know, enclave or something inside of Encino, or like what? How does it work? Don't know. Yeah, there could be more to it for sure. Absolutely sure. You know, you got a house that wasn't ransacked. They think that they came in on him, but they don't know that. Unless there's surveillance footage inside the house. I mean, they know that he was there first, it sounds like. And they came home. But how do we know he wasn't waiting for them to come home? Because if, you know, he's in there and he shoots them and they're in different rooms, I mean, why didn't he take anything? Or look around really quick. Maybe he thought the gunshots was going to get people to call 911, and he got the hell out of there as quick as possible. Like, you know, like he was just starting to look around in the house, and they came home, and I think that's what they think. And then he chased them somewhere. Now, we know that they're next to each other, Swammy Mommy. We just looked at it up on the screen. Did you see that? I just wasn't sure if Reseda is it equivalent to Encino, meaning it's another little town that's connected. Sounds like it is. But yeah, we know it's next to each other. We just showed it on the screen like 10 times. Thanks for paying attention. I don't know. I can't find anything online for that guy, so I'm not going to put it in there. I'm going to go with what they said. Welcome, Stephanie Davis. Sounds like he came earlier as well. Well, no, I think they're just conflating in the articles. They said he was there on the 10th. That's when he broke in. He jumped over the fence on the 10th. They called cops. You know what's interesting about that probably is like either he's leaving at that moment, but if he had, let's just say those people called the cops when he jumped over the fence, he may have still been inside that house. Although I think it's after they came home, because they obviously would have got a hold of the owners and they were dead inside the house. So I think he jumped over the fence to leave, and that's when the police were called and they said, hey, there's nothing there. And so then 4 days later they went over and did a welfare check because they'd been missing. And yeah, they're both 70 years old. And when they went inside the house, they were both dead. So that means when they went there the first time, those cops did on the 10th, after hearing that, oh, a guy was here, he jumped over a fence, they were dead inside that house. They just didn't look. for 4 days they were dead inside that house. And they didn't look because it was like, well, we don't see any forced entry, you know, because maybe they had an unlocked door. And I guess that's the importance of locking doors. Let's see, another ad, let's see, how old are they? Yeah, they're 70. Any other thoughts, you guys? Any other articles or... Budarian. Yeah, I think that is his Facebook page. Looks like just a normal young kid, but probably turned into something else. But I don't know, you know. That's just another person with the name Raymond Budarian. But I mean, how many Budarians have the name Raymond? You know, I just don't think that's going to be very common. Reviewed numerous surveillance videos and recovered evidence of a homicide at the scene. It was discovered that prior radio call had been generated for a possible burglary suspect at the residence. That was July 10th, right? Because that's when they were killed. You see what I'm saying? Lydia, you see what I'm saying there? See, on the 10th, they were called over for a burglary call, and there was no signs of forced entry or trouble at the location during that investigation. LAPD now believes, okay, there you go, now believes the suspects had gained entry into the residence through an unlocked door. The victims returned home while the suspect was inside their residence. But I think what cops were called about was that the person, it was when he was leaving, the suspect. Because I mean, how long do you think it took for the cops to get there? So are they saying when they were killed in between the call and then? I mean, there must be surveillance of, you know, this whole thing, like when the car pulled in, when the guy got there, etc. But hey guys, if you're out there, if you could please help support the channel, I would appreciate it. The channel relies on you guys on a nightly basis. There's a lot of people in here that don't normally support the channel, so if you could, that would be great. Thank you. Is he the only killer, or was there someone else? Well, that's what we asked earlier, but I think there's just one person. I think surveillance footage would very easily be able to determine that, right? You only see one person on it. That's probably why they arrested that guy. Well, of course there's surveillance, right? Yeah. I've even read that they looked at surveillance right here. I just read that. Reviewed numerous surveillance videos and recovered evidence of a homicide at the scene. Right. It was discovered that a prior radio call had been generated for a possible burglary suspect at the residence on July 10th. Now, it would be interesting to see what that call said. I saw a guy jump over the fence and he ran away. Okay, that would mean that they're killed already. If it's, he came over the fence and I saw him trying to get into the house, well, then that means that likely the two were killed in between the time the cops got there and when, I mean, that's the weird part about it. I think it's that the call was after he was leaving. Because remember, there was like blood outside somewhere. I think he was leaving, he jumped out and ran away, and he had a gun, they said. And so they were already dead in the house when the cops showed up. They just didn't look inside the house. you would think that they, I mean, I don't know. Because one of them said later there was blood outside. I don't know. Just, it's kind of confusing how nobody saw anything the first time. I mean, I guess a possibility that sort of seems remote is that they were called for a burglary and he was inside the house, but they didn't check further, so he stayed in the house. And then later they came home, but wouldn't somebody have called them and said, hey, we're checking out a burglary at your house? I mean, didn't law enforcement try to call them during that time? And when they didn't answer, didn't that make them a little bit suspicious? And maybe, I mean, don't you do that? You call the owner of the home and say, hey, we're checking out your property. Apparently there's been a burglary suspect was there. I don't know. It's just odd. Very strange. Very strange. Mm-hmm. All right, well, this is what I was going to talk about tonight, so I think I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. Just, you know, it doesn't matter what I cover, I can't get people to show up. So thank you to Greg King 892, new member, then Paul Ayers, Sandy Shirley, Greg King 8892 gifted a membership, then HDoc 6656 gifted one, then we had Tammy, Lynn 67, and Stephanie, and that's about it there. And then we had Ted Bundy with a few little coffees in there. And then we had Kimberly Lancaster with a coffee basically on PayPal, and that's it, you guys. So thank you all for being here tonight. We will see you tomorrow. Hopefully we get some more answers. We'll do an update if we got one. All right, thanks everybody. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, flag rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gregor's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple fucking checked ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. Alright, everybody? Talk to you later.